Well, that was an interesting opening. Ohio minasan, this is Kai, and welcome to the game. We are playing Blue Rose today. Sorry I have been gone. Stuff been going on a couple months and moving. You hear anything in the background? Probably just the cat or the dog whining. So, sorry if I start sniffling or something. I'm just starting to get over slight cold, or it's just allergies, one of those two. And sorry if I start coughing. That's slowly starting to go away. So, like I said, we're going to be playing Blue Rose today. And this is a game that you can get on Steam. And if you guys want to see it, I will put a link down in the description if I can remember. And let's start playing. I came out of nowhere. No, it came out of nowhere. Ah! Watch out! To your left! Chaos breaks out. There is a loud crashing sound, and the screams of someone close by. The ground shakes beneath our feet and makes my heart skip a beat. The terrible menacing presence of something hostile washes over me, and I spin around to see the cause of disaster. How could I have not noticed this? How did something like this sneak up on us? I see the source of the screams lying beneath the claws of the beast. Both blood on the ground below it. The monster thrashes on without hesitation, continuing its attack on our group. Adele! Protect Lady Adele! I yell this above the noise of the chaotic fighting while trying to locate the woman who are we supposed to keep out of harm's way. I see her a little ways behind me, desperately trying to not to fall off her panicked horse. Keep together, Lena. Get Lady Adele away from here. I make on my way towards the woman, my eyes fixed on the giant monster looming above us. The dragon opens its jaw, letting out another deafening roar before crashing into another couple of soldiers with its tail, and then it turns its head towards Adele. The horse is finally stops in its tracks. Its front legs stiffly planted in the ground while it stares back at the predator. I can see it shake with fear while its hind legs alarmingly close to the edge of the cliff. She's trapped. Damn! I leap forward as an attempt to come between the dragon and Adele before it strikes. I reach her just in time, twisting around to face the monster. Just as it attacks, another Templar steps up to my side to help me get the woman into safety. He tries to dodge as the dragon snaps its jaws at him, but it instead caught in the next strike from its claw. He lets out a small cry before getting crushed beneath it. The dragon moves forward again before I can see what happened to him. The battleground is chaotic as the dragon fights back with quick and measured movements. The others try to attack its flank as I am the last one standing between the beast and Adele. There is an ominous sucking sound at the dragon's inhale, about to unleash a fire attack towards us. Another of the Templars let out a cry and stabs his glowing sword into the dragon's thigh, letting out a yelp of pain and surprise. The neck of the dragon jerks back, and it lets out a puff of fire into the air. Even down here, I can feel the heat from its missed attack. Angrily, the dragon moves in attention back towards the attacker. This is my chance. I leap forward, hoping to get a blow in, but the dragon reacts way too fast. As it twists its body around and proves it's standing, another claw lashes out to brush me aside. Quickly readying my sword, the impact between claw and steel fills my ear. Cut! I stagger backwards from the blow, trying to create some distance between me and my enemy, and to take note of the situation. This isn't good. I'm getting tired and the dragon is just too powerful. I cast a glance to the Templar lying on the ground near me. Is he dead? Adele. I take another quick look around to try and confirm her location, but before that, I know something else. The dragon lunges forward once again, but this time the target is another knight on the battleground. It's Simon. No! My mind freezes on the dragon, lowers its claw on the man holding up his sword in an attempt to defend himself. Before I know it, I rush forward in desperate attempt to help, but I only manage to take one step before smashing pain hits my head from the side. The tail of the dragon strikes me like a hammer. My head goes blank, and I feel the ground desperately beneath my feet. My sense of up and down is lost, and I sail through the air, the wind blowing against my face. What? But before I can finish the thought, my head is struck by another heart. My head hurts. No, my entire body. I can hardly move. Cold fear crawls up my spine as the memory of what happened slowly returns to me. The monster. The others. I force my eyes open and try to move my arms so I can push myself up from the ground. Where am I? As I move my body upward, pain shoots through my head. With a moan, I touch it with my hand. My hair went sticky. Ooh, we got blood. Crap. I see my own blood on the ground where I was lying. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. I rise to my feet and staggered dizzily until I get close enough to the cliff side to lean my hand up against it. Then I take a closer look at my surroundings. I'm all alone. There's no trace of the rest of the group anywhere. A little further away, I spot my sword tossed aside in the tall grass. That's right. I fell. In all honesty, it's surprised that I am still alive. I fell a long way. I take a look at my hand. There is blood on it from the wound on my head, but it seems like the bleeding isn't that bad at this point. Still, I can't stay here like this. Simon. I unconsciously mumbled his name. Is he? I shut my eyes and forced myself to think of something else. I had to concentrate on getting out of here for now. Besides, I can't hear anything from up above. Maybe they have already moved on in order to regroup and get Ambassador to safety. Yes, if they made it, then that is most likely it. Not certain that they know what became of me anyway. Ignore the pain in my left leg. I slowly make my way to the spot where I lost my sword. Then I continue forward, hoping to find a way back up to the trail as we were following. If I can come at least that far, then I may somehow be able to find my way out where to go next. I stagger along like this for several minutes, trying to get to higher ground, but progress is slow, and soon the penetrating pain in my head only grows worse. For every heartbeat, the numb wave rolls through me. No. I grind my teeth and try to ignore it, but little does it help, and soon I find my consciousness wavering as well. I can't. Not here. All strength and feeling leaves my legs, and I slowly sink to the ground. Darkness overwhelms me. No. Right, day one. Hey! A distant muffled voice as if someone's calling me from another side of the thick curtain. Are you alright? Are you calling me? Hey! As I open my eyes, I find myself staring up at the ceiling. Where am I? I'm in a bed? I slowly push myself up and look around. It's a small room, and I all alone. Raising my hand to check on the wound on my head again. I feel a soft touch and a bandage wrapped around it. Who did this? Then I gasp as the memory hit me. Flashes of images from when the dragon attacked, the chaos and desperation as we tried to rally and fight back. Knights crush before they realize what is happening, and the deafening sound of the dragon's cries. The last glimpse of a person before I fell. Simon. I realized that I was trembling. What happened? As my perplexion grows, a new thought makes me look around the room. Almost panicked. My sword. I don't see my sword anywhere. It's been taken from me. I am interrupted by the sound of the door opening. I look up to see a stranger bearing a tray enter the room. He looks up and meets my icy stare. Oh, you're awake. He walks over to the bed and places the tray on the bed table. There is some bread and a glass of water on top of it. I feel my body grow tense as I instinctively raise my guard towards the stranger. My ribs still hurt a bit, but I ignore it for now. Where am I? My house? He doesn't look at me while giving this curt answer. He just focuses on the second cup on the tray. Looks like a kind of tea. There's a small bag with something like it looks like a herb powder, with a drizzled which he drizzled into the hot water. What is that? Your house? He finally turns to look at me and finishes with the tea. Yes, I found you unconscious and brought you here. You almost died, you know. He speaks to me in a cold, uncaring manner, as if he couldn't care less. Where is my My gaze falls down on myself, and I realize that I'm wearing an unfamiliar white shirt. Underneath, I catch a glimpse of bandages covering my wounds. What? Who? Relax. I'm not the one who changed your clothes. It was a woman, okay? I look up at him again, and he hurriedly blurts out his excuse. Well, that is kind of a relief. Where's my sword? Slightly surprised, he raised an eyebrow at the question. You're not even going to ask for my name or how long you've been here? My sword. He sighs and turns away to focus on the tray again. Not here. I don't want weapons in my house. What? Eat this. This is some medicine in the cup. Make sure to drink it. Then he turns around and heads towards the door. Hey! But the door has already closed behind him. I once again find myself all alone, sitting in the bed in an unfamiliar room. He took my sword away, or did he just leave it in the forest? Can I trust him? I cast a glance at the cup of hot water standing on the table next to me. I have no idea what kind of strange powder he put into it. On the other hand, I don't imagine anyone would poison someone so obviously. However, the smell of warm bread and cheese makes me realize how hungry I actually am. In the end, I take the bread and leave the tea alone. It's late in the afternoon. For a while, I keep searching through my surroundings to try and get a clear idea of my current situation. I was thinking of leaving this place behind and go and search for the colleagues, but after a while, the pain in my ribs had increased. Biting my lip, I had to face the fact that leaving bed and heading out into the unknown now would be foolish. And so I leaned back in the bed, closed my eyes, and rested. The birds are still singing outside the window. I don't hear any other humans nearby, so it doesn't seem like we are in town. Thinking back to the map that we are following through the mountains, there was supposed to be a wild, desolated place without any human settlements for miles. It would have taken another couple of days to travel to cross the mountain, and then a little more before reaching the next town. This is why we chose the route. It made it less likely for us to run into any enemies. But it seems that the life here isn't itself turned against us instead. The sound of the door opening and closing somewhere close. Is it the man who brought the food? The silence had given me the impression that he had left the house entirely. Maybe he just got back. I strained my ears to attempt to find out whether he is alone or if he's brought someone else with him. Doesn't sound like there is anyone else. This is a relief. Before long, the door to my room opens again, and the man from before enters. I open my eyes and watch him cautiously. You didn't drink the tea. Where's my sword? Shut up about the sword already. I'm not giving it back to you. What? How dare you? Annoyed, he ignores my protest and walks over to the bed table to pick up the cup and the cold tea. If you don't drink this, healing process won't be much slower, and you'll have to stay here longer. I don't believe that is what any of us hope for. Who are you? He watches me in a second, as if wondering why I suddenly changed my question like that. My name is Tobias. I live here. Where is here? The mountains. I believe you were already aware that what area you were in when you collapsed. You live here alone? He breathed another deep sigh. Stop being paranoid. I'm not your enemy, and I'm not going to call anyone on you. Yes, I live here alone. As far as I know, no one else resides this far up in the mountains. How long was I asleep? 3 days. I see. We both fall silent. Tobias glares at me for a moment as if waiting for something, then impatiently opens his mouth again. And you? What? You never found it appropriate to introduce yourself either? My name is Lena. Without bothering with a response, Tobias takes the tray and turns towards the door. I'll bring another cup of tea. Make sure to drink it this time. The door closes and I'm alone again. With a deep sigh, I lean back towards the back of the bed. Alright, so Mina, we are going to leave it here. And thank you for joining. Like I said, I will, if I remember, I'll put a link to the game in the bottom in the description. Hit that like button if you like it, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos that I will post up. There are games that you want me to play that are Otomi games. Just tell me. But the only ones I can do right now are free Otomi games and only for PC. The only other games I can play that are technically supposed to be on Android is the one on Facebook, which are the Shall We Date games. And yeah, I hope to see you all around. Jamais.